Gonna play some ATS today, some American Truck Sim. Doing a little ultra realistic economy hard mode, something or other. Got a couple people that are playing this right now. You got Bernie J, you got Scotsman Gaming, I think it's Scotsman, and Dave with Big D. Um, but yeah, we're all running pretty difficult economy and traffic, fuel, bunch of different mods. One that I requested is this old Mack truck, and we're kind of gonna go from like old school and work our way up. So all I've got done so far is the basics. Go through, do the first tutorial run, all that kind of stuff. Um, Took a loan, got a truck, and now we're ready to start running. Only thing I've done different is I've upgraded the engine, I've upgraded the transmission, and I think it took off the air filter. Trying to save money, trying to be tightwad like I normally am. But we'll try to do a small little run, something that's not too bad. I will give this truck a try, break it in. Um, Go from there. Hopefully, I've got this FPS drop thing figured out. I don't know. Almonds. I don't really want to do almonds. We ain't doing. Yeah, we're not going to take a boat to Newport. No, no, no. We just need a little run. Just something close. Ish. Man, I want more money than that, though. The greed, man. The greed is real. Yeah, I mean, it'd be so nice, but we're just going to find something that's close-ish. I don't know. That's still quite a bit. Portland, LA, no. Nevada? Yeah, let's do this one. We'll run it. Almonds, I guess. Run almonds to Nevada. Alright, do the thing. Do the thing. And let's go. We'll go ahead and sleep while we're here before we get on the road too far. Alright. Let's get going. So we're running a 13-speed Fuller transmission with it. It's pretty much the highest range of gears that I got. This one actually has an overdrive, so hopefully we can hit some highway speeds a little bit faster than the other setup I was running. So alright. Man, I love this old truck. I had to turn my volume down in the game with how loud it is. I know I ran with Scotsman and Dave doing a live stream probably about a week ago. And they were talking about it. They could hear my truck just rumbling down the road coming when we did our convoy run. So yeah, this truck is a little loud, just a little bit. But man, does it sound good. I love it, these old trucks. Now, this old style Mack, got to work on them a little bit out of high school. My dad worked for a construction company, and he left the state and whatnot. And for me, when I was old enough, I got brought in as a mechanic assistant for the same company. And they had a couple old Macks that they turned into dump trucks and a couple other trucks, but yeah, sitting inside of the cab of this thing, this is exactly like sitting in those old dump trucks back many moons ago. All the switches, the everything. It's just great. This is actually a really accurate mod. I like it. I like it a lot. So on this old truck, kind of like I said, it's the memories of it, I guess, going back to my younger days. Talk like I'm a million years old, but riding in there with my dad. He brought me to work, and I'd sit in that passenger seat, and we'd go deliver rock and asphalt and all that kind of stuff. So get back in my lane. I think we have extended traffic lights as well as one of the mods. I'll have to make a mod list and share it maybe in the description, or link it in my Discord, one of the two. That way, if you want to play along, see what we're messing with and the things we're doing, you'll have a list of mods to download so you can run along with it. This thing wants to get up to speed real quick. Little rusty at playing games. I took a couple days off. We went, the wife and I, your wife and I went and met up with Mr. Bernie J. And Bernie was nice enough with his wife to bring us along and entertain us for a couple days, get us out of the house, and we did some fishing, we did some crabbing. We had a great time. It was a great time. And hope to do some more of it. Be nice if we did more catching, but, you know, that's why it's called fishing. But it was a good time. It was a real good time. You know, the wife hooked into one. I'm too blind to see it, and I don't have like the ability to see through water. But apparently, the wife and Bernie happened to see that I had hooked onto it, or no, that she hooked onto it, and I was fighting that thing. That thing was like fighting a log, I swear, trying to pull my arms off. But probably fought it for about 15, 20 minutes or something like that, and it finally shook the hook and got away, and now Rasher wife won't let it go. Oh man, need to quit talking and pay attention to fucking lights. So anyways, yeah, apparently she hooked the fish. I lost the fish. I'm a terrible fisherman, you know, the whole 9 yards. You get it. But still had a great time. And if you're not used to being on like a boat out in the ocean, a harbor, whatever, you know, they talk about like feeling phantom waves when you're back on shore. And I didn't have that feeling until it was time to go to bed, and I laid down, and that's when everything started moving on me. So that was exciting and fun. Which, I mean, it's kind of like when you're almost asleep and you get that falling feeling, except for me, I just closed my eyes and I just felt like I was rocking the entire time. Luckily, I didn't get sick from it. And I got over it pretty quick, crashed out, so. But it was a good time. It was a great time. So we look forward to hanging out with Brenny and his wife again, and it's going to be a good time. I know it. Good times, that's for sure. I mean, you would think that we'd done things more since I've known the guy for 3 years, but I guess you have to talk to the guy. You know, maybe you could do things, but yeah, it's all good. But I don't know. They say you can make a turn on a right. So let's see. I stopped. I have my blinker on. I'm turning. Hey, I didn't get a ticket. All right, we're rolling in. We're picking up that load. Then we're gonna be off and running. Did we leave one Kenworth dealer, go to another one? Like, what the heck happened here? I mean, okay. I mean, I'll take it. Alright, let's see what we got. Freight market, I think, is what we're running. Unable to find jobs. You stupid motherfuckers. You told me to go here. So where's my jobs? I can't do that. Come on now. Price search, anything? Like, what the freak, man? You wanted to set a marker here. I drove my happy ass here, and now you have no trailers? Like, did I really run out of time by the time I got here, and it's gone now? Alright. This is stupid. Stupid thing. Stupid freaking thing. You know, maybe if I just get more time. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Let's go sleep again. Skip some time. Go grab a job from here. I don't care. I'll skip all the times. I'll go bankrupt. Stupid freaking game. Alright, getting some rest. You guys got any jobs here now? I drove my happy ass here. You better give me something. Give me something, damn it. Brownsville, Texas. Fuck it. Going to the tippy tip. Tippy tippy tippy. I don't know. I don't think I like that. That's too long. I'm not gonna do a multi-part freaking series, and I sure as hell I'm not gonna drive all that way. That's something that you do in like a freaking like a live stream or something. I ain't nope. I ain't gonna do that. That's some bullshit. Hopefully this is close enough by. Offer expires in 1 hour. Fucking hell. What the hell is with all these damn... Yeah, it's gonna be gone in like an hour. Alright, whatever. Let's set GPS and haul ass. And this looks just like the place that we left to get here originally. I got 45 miles. I got an hour to get there. Put that hammer down. Come on, green light. We're going to blow the light. I don't care if it's green or not. I got money to make. Places to go. Freight to deliver. Like, let's go. I gotta get there quick. So anyways, yeah, I'm done sharing stories till we get there. Told the last one, and apparently I should have checked before I started going anywhere, but, you know, my dumbass slept after picking up the thing and it expired, and that's my bad. Teach me to fucking sleep. Whatever, whatever. We'll get there, we'll get there. Come on now. Hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Stop. Where's the brakes? Okay, we stopped. I'm going, I don't care. I'm going, I'm going. We gotta get there like quick. Yep, fuck you. Shut up, Lowe's. I don't care. Red light violation. I got things to do, people. Like, fucking move out the way. At least we bought a used truck, so I mean 1% damage, that ain't bad on a used truck. Astoria. It's where the Goonies live. Astoria. If you don't know the Goonies, look it up. It's a great movie. Been a long time since I've seen it, but everybody likes to go to the Goonies house in Astoria, Oregon. Go take pictures of it and all that kind of stuff, you know. Good luck, everybody else. We're coming over. I don't know how many lanes I need to get over, but, you know, I'm coming over. Alright, well, apparently we're in Astoria. Look at that. Look at that mother freaker. Alright, let's get over another lane. Why not? We're flying across that bridge. Probably gonna piss off some people, but, you know. Damn, that Jake brake kicked in pretty strong. Hopefully I got in the right freaking lane. Yep, I did. Look at that. I got the barrier. Said, nope, you ain't turning here. So get your ass over. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Apparently if you go slow enough through the light, you're fine. If you go crashing into people at the lights, apparently you get damaged and you get in trouble and a bunch of other bullshit, so. But I'm trying to get here and accept that freaking job before it closes out. Alright, where you at? Tell me you're still here. Idaho. I swear. I freaking swear, man. These fucking things. I don't think there's one behind me. No, that's just fucking... Nope. Alright, jobs. Go back to the freaking freight market. I'm not going to keep driving all over the place. You're just going to piss me off and I'm just not going to fucking do it. That's how it is. Nope, 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 nope. Say, get a good job, and it's like, yeah, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do it. Nope, we're gonna screw you over. Alright. No, because that's from fucking BFE to nowhere, so we're gonna go limited to Portland. Flagstaff, fucking Cody, Wyoming. Fresno can fuck off. Fresno can still fuck off. Oklahoma. Arizona. Yeah, apparently the fucking job just disappeared, and they like to piss me off, so. Because reasons, I guess. I don't fucking know. 14 hours, the offer expires. Whatever. Let's go. We're wasting gas. We're just driving all over Portland, apparently. Maybe the episode will just be me going to get to the fucking load, and then next episode, you could watch me deliver that bitch, because this game is pissing me off. Got things to do. I got leaderboards to play. Like, I ain't got all day to be trucking and shit. Like, that's after leaderboards. But right now, I got console leaderboards. I got PC leaderboards. I got things I got to be doing. Gold to dig, damn it. Can't be running around Portland trying to pick up a fucking trailer, and every time I get there, like, oh, you just missed out. And it's like, okay, fine. Fuck off, you. Write you down in my book. I ain't gonna fucking deliver for you no more. You can suck a dick on the Golden Gate Bridge for all I care. So glad I'm not monetized by YouTube, because this video would be instantly demonetized as I sit here and just ramble on, angry to myself. Tell you. Piss me off, fucking thing. At least we're getting some miles on the old truck now. Get to get fucking fuel at some point, because I done ran it out. Driving Portland, Astoria, fucking everywhere but where I need to fucking be. Stupid ass game. I'm sure that people that drive truck for a living, they get just as frustrated as I am, you know, going through. Or maybe I'm just freaking full of piss and vinegar, you know. But to me, it pissed me off if I did all the fucking driving, get there, and they're like, oh, yeah, just missed it. Sorry, you're going to have to drive all the way across the fucking country and get another freaking load because we're fucking dumb. Alright, go to Salem. We're going to fucking Salem. How? This ain't Salem. We're going to the border of fucking Portland and the Dalles or some shit. I don't even know where I'm going. It's Portland. By the border. I fucking hope. said like 14 hours to pick the shit up. So if I get there this time, I'm just ending the video and that was it. We just ranted and raved, drove around, and you got to listen to me bitch for however long the video is. Well, that'd be a video, right? You want to see more, hit like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that bullshit. Not much entertaining in that, you know. Just be like, why the hell I want to watch this guy just bitch constantly? One of these days I might have to invest in like a wheel and a shifter and some pedals and all that stuff, you know, be a professional boob tuber and whatnot. There's a mod I need to show the guys that it's just accessories for your truck that you can put inside. So if you want a doggo to travel with you, you can have a doggo sitting in your passenger seat. You could even put a woman there. You know, that might be good for Dave. Dave would enjoy that. You could put a man there too, so Dave might really enjoy it. No, just fucking with Dave. But you can put cats, dogs, they've got all kinds of things. So like where I don't have a gauge that tells me how long until my fuel tanks are empty, I can put a little electronic device up in my window, like corner of my window, and it will tell me how many miles I have until my tank is empty. It's got like GPS and all kinds of things you can do to decorate the inside of your truck. And I might have to run it by them, see if that's something they'd want to add just to do that. Because most of the view you're seeing is from the inside of the cab. And so you're just going to see it a lot. And maybe it's the little things. You could always change something up and be like, oh, wow, I didn't notice that last time. Or, hell, play a game. You could just spot the thing in my truck, you know, and tell me the timestamp when you get there. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I want it so I can bring a cat with me. Because... in my other playthrough I have the mod and I have my cat and he's my buddy and it rides along with me, so it would be cool to bring him in on the videos, have my cat with me, you know, Mr. Vinny or Augie, just depends. Augie passed away last year, and He was a good cat. He liked milk, Oreos. He was a weird cat, but he was a great cat. Very much a gentleman, is what we called him. He'd clean himself, and when he'd clean himself, he'd make sure that he always covered his privates, and he's very, very particular about that. Like, nobody look at his privates, so he was our little gentleman. But yeah, he's a good companion. Bring him along, but no. Now we got Dad's cat, which is me. That's my cat. He is the prince of the house. He does no wrong, and nobody yells at my cat. This is my cat. So, but I bring Vinny along, and you call him Vinny the voice. He likes to yell. Sometimes you'll hear him in the background yelling and crying and bitching and all that kind of stuff. But Vinny's my cat. He's a good boy. But bring Vinny with on the adventures, you know, have him sleeping in the seat or sitting on the dashboard or something, you know. It'd be great, so. I don't know. I'll bring it up to the guys, see if it's something they'd want to check out. Alright. Let's fucking get this. I think it's the Sandpoint. That's the one we want, yeah. I think that's what we're looking at. So this better have a fucking deal going to Wyoming. Is it Wyoming? Yeah, that was Wyoming that we were going to. Sure, why not? Portland to Flagstaff. No, Wyoming I think is the one we'll end up doing because of stuff. But yeah, that's the one. Alright, take the job. Alright, hey, look at that. We got the fucking thing. We can do the job now. Alright, there's my trailer. Probably suck at this part. You guys are gonna watch me like back up 1,400 times to try to latch onto this damn thing. Look at that. Fucked it all up. Like an asshole. Alright, let's get this shit on the road, yeah? Alright. Fine, we'll stop at your stupid light. Look at that, trailers in the lines on both sides. Almost like I know what the hell I'm doing. It's amazing. So the most I ever drove truck in IRL was when I was a mechanic assistant. And driving those trucks around the yard, things like that. Bringing them in for work in the shop or whatnot. And so I didn't actually go out on the road with it. I don't actually have the CDL. I just kind of fiddle farted around the shop driving them and things like that, you know. So we need to be in this lane, I guess. Sure. Okay. We'll take it. I believe you. I believe you. But yeah, we worked on that. We worked on heavy equipment. I remember rebuilding an engine for an old Caterpillar loader. The owner's son decided to leave the oil cap off of it, and apparently all the oil drained out, and he ran that thing dry and just seized the motor. So we had to pull it and fix it and got the loader up and running. And funny thing is, he got fired from running that, and I got a promotion, well, temporary promotion. I went from mechanic assistant to front-end loader operator, and so that was great. I'm getting over, so watch out everybody else, but yeah, so I did that, and I ran. It wasn't anything too crazy, but I was mixing asphalt in an asphalt plant, so I'd have to like do, you know, 1 scoop of sand to 2 scoops of gravel, and pretty much just listen for the asphalt guy to yell at me, you know, what he needed more of, and do that. But it was fun. It was fun, you know, driving front end loader and messing around with that. And I kind of missed it. It wasn't until years later when I was working at a warehouse driving forklift that I really do enjoy driving heavy equipment or just equipment in general. It's kind of funny because if you watch my gold mining sim videos and the camera that I use while I'm digging, a lot of people call it the vomit cam, but they don't understand how I'm able to see or perceive where anything is. And it's kind of like when I was doing forklift or narrow aisle reach truck is what it was called, but basically it was a forklift that you could extend the forks out away from the back, and you would set like freight and everything like that, or warehouse pallets on shelves and shit. But it was the answer that I have is you kind of just feel it. So essentially, it's almost as if you just know with the vehicle after doing it for so long, or after a while it just clicks. You're just like, okay, so if I turn here, you know, the pivot point is this on the vehicle, and you know where it's going to end up. And it's almost as if it's a sixth sense in a way. And it's kind of like, you know, with the gold mining simulator game when I'm digging. I don't even really look where I'm digging. It's almost like the peripheral vision tells me where I'm going to be, and I just know where I'm going to scoop, or where the dirt's going to be coming into the bucket at. So I guess with equipment, it's kind of the same way for me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just use the Force, you know. If you're a Star Wars fan, yeah, just use the Force. So, but look at that. The Dals have been discovered. Dals. We've been to the Dalles in real life, cruising through it a couple times. I remember going through on my first time. Remember going through it. It was a trip to Montana with the family. We were all in a minivan going to meet up with the family friends that live over in Montana, and we went through the Dalles. And I remember like just reading how it sounded, Dallas. And I'm like, I didn't know we had a Dallas in Oregon, and that's when my dad's like, no, it's Dalles. And I'm like, Dalles? That'd be like Dals, you know, like Dalles. But no, apparently Dalles, instead of being Dales or Dolls, it's the Dalles. So didn't know that. We were traveling east, kind of the same way we're going now. You know, same kind of the highway and whatnot. And we got out into the middle of farm country, and I remember being awake in the first row of seats in the minivan, and Dad gnawed off a little bit, so he was driving and kind of nodded off, and then a duck flew into the windshield. Woke him up, and I just started laughing. And my dad's like, what the hell's so funny? And we hit a duck. So I don't know if it lived or not. We didn't stop and check, you know, because Dad didn't want to admit that he was sleeping and anything like that. But I know it wasn't stuck in the luggage rack or anything as well, so maybe it's fine. I don't know. Stupid ass duck. But yeah. And talking about shit flying in the windshield, I remember another time Dad and I were out. We went hunting, and we went up Tioga unit, and we were driving around in there, and we had Dad's old square body Chevy. So it was me, my dad driving, and my two stepbrothers, and it's all a bench seat, so there's like four of us on a bench seat basically. And then it was still younger, you know, probably like 13, 14, something like that. And we come around this turn going up in the woods. All of a sudden the whole windshield was just blacked out. I mean, we couldn't see past it. It wasn't exactly blacked out, but it turned silver. Big old freaking owl flew into the windshield, and it was just the wingspan covered the entirety of the windshield. Scared the hell out of all of us, you know. Jesus Christ, what the hell was that thing, you know? So I don't know, I think there's a recurring pattern going on there. Dad. So I guess if you ride with Dad, something's gonna hit the windshield at some point. But it's been a while since we had anything like that happen, so. We're just cruising right along. Got her set to 65. I play this game with a controller, but I set up the controller settings differently than the way that the game has them set up. So I have a whole different controller layout that I go through Steam. If you want to check it out, you know, comment in the video, and maybe I'll get a link to it or explain how to find that controller layout. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll post a picture of it. You can look at it and then set it up or something like that. I do have a screenshot of the layout, so. We don't need sleep, and we don't need fuel, so we're good to keep that hammer down. So we're just gonna keep on trucking. I'm pretty sure when we went through that weigh station, it said we were weighing like 70K or something like that. 70K. The hell is that truck doing? Pick a lane, motherfucker. Pick a lane. Well, I guess we're gonna follow this car. Ooh, it's Harvey. It's Harvey. Fuck off, Harvey. Alright, good luck everybody else. Well, flashing lights usually means slow the fuck down. Well, we're good, we're good. I think I was supposed... Well, that was my deal. I guess we're just gonna have to find an alternate exit. Gotta love that kind of shit. Alright. Assume there's gonna be an off-ramp somewhere up here. I'm gonna have to circle around and add extra mileage to my damn thing. Since we're playing realistic, you know. Well, Jesus. Came out of nowhere. Motherfucker. Alright, well, we're going back over. Alright. Pendleton! Pendleton. Alright. You know, they make whiskey. Pendleton whiskey. I've heard it's good. A lot of people around here like to order. At least most of the people I know that like to go bar hopping and shit. They prefer Pendleton whiskey. Made in Oregon, I guess. I mean, I haven't verified that claim, but that's what they all say. And I'm not going to argue with them. It's alcoholic. They like it. Let them drink it. So far, I'm impressed with the setup on this thing. You know, we're able to get highway speeds where we're getting up and going. I guess the real test is going to be like mountainous terrain. Right now, we're in like eastern Oregon, so it's flat desert bullshit. But yeah, once we hit some mountains, some hills, see how this thing does on hill climbing, going up, and yeah, see if this was a better setup. Because I ran the truck before. I had a smaller engine. It was about 30 horsepower less. And it had 30 foot-pound torque more. And I guess it was a lower range that you would hit your torque power band or something. And so I changed it up. I used a different transmission. I used a different engine. And I figured the 30 horses are going to be nicer for the high top end speed over the 30 foot-pound torque, because it seems to be pulling just as good, but we have a faster top speed. So, but again, this is like a 1970s Mack R series truck, so I don't have any engine mods or anything like that, so it's peaking out at 315 horsepower and 1,050, 40 or 50 foot-pounds of torque at 1,500 RPM. So, but we going, we're cruising, having a good time. It's dark as hell. I know y'all can't see shit. Let's put the high beams on. Leave the high beams on. It annoys the piss out of Dave, but you know what? I like to see where I'm going. I really do. It's helpful. Maybe if I hit a rest area, we'll stop and make it daylight. I don't know. I mean, it's 10 p.m. We got to cruise for a while. You know, if we're going to stop, I want to make sure it's a stop and then we get our asses there kind of thing, you know? Like 13, 14 hours is where we got left of this journey. You know. Hey, there's a green light. I ain't stopping. You can kiss my ass. Alright, we got the cruise control set. Now we's a trucking. You know, I wonder if we added like a real traffic mod, if it would simulate like less traffic at night versus day, you know, that kind of thing. Because that'd be kind of cool. I did have a realistic traffic mod at one point in a different playthrough that I was doing, fiddle farting around. And the AI handled everything a lot better. Like, they didn't do that stupid, like, I'm gonna stop in the middle of the road and then put my signal on so I can hit that exit. Like, no, they would actually merge on, and then they would cleanly leave the road. So apparently we're leaving this exit, so alright. I did not know that. I was just talking and not paying attention to my GPS. Shut up, blinker. Alright, let's get this thing back up to like 64, and then we'll set the GPS again. The gyps. And no, I don't have a voice that tells me anything. I think I disabled it because at one point I had it set up to where it would play CB noises, like people talking on the CB while I'm cruising and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't remember what I did exactly. But I guess if I had a voice, probably the female one, so I can call it the bitch in a box. So if I get lost or something, I'm like, well, the bitch in the box told me to go left, you know. Alright, we're in the lane to keep going forward, and I guess we're going to grab this next exit and loop our happy asses around. And of course, there's going to be an asshole getting on the fucking freeway at the same time I'm getting off the freeway, so... What the hell? I got my wiper blades turned on. Yeah, I do have my cruise control set with the wiper blades because I figured it's the same way on your vehicle, typically. At least on mine. If I set my cruise control, it also is the knob where I control the wipers. And I figured that was a good idea. But one's a press and another one's a hold. I mean, it's kind of weird when you're setting up your controller keybinds and stuff like that on Steam, but it worked out for me. I'm happy with it, and it's not bad. It's not bad. I do need to make some changes though. Apparently I need to be able to go to like F6 and then switch back to F5 so I can see how much time I have or how much fuel I have until I need to refuel and all that bullshit, but I haven't done that, so it's not a perfect setup, but it's enough to get me to where I need to go, you know. Oh shit, we got way station coming up. Come on, give me the green light. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Is this where I gotta stop? Yeah, I gotta fucking stop. Let's get that brake on. There you go. Listen to that engine brake. Look at that, 72,000 pounds. We're off and running again. Let's go. Man, I need to upgrade my horn. It's not deep enough, not enough roar. Well, we'll do that. So, the whole thing is we need to make money. And with that money, we need to pay off a loan. We need to do upgrades to the truck. Like I would like to put some more bells, whistles, change my exhaust setup. I want to make this truck look good, you know. So I've got a lot of plans for it. I got a paint job laid out that I would like to apply to it, you know. So right now it's just plain white, a white Mack Bulldog truck, you know. Like, I don't know why Dave doesn't drive a Mack, you know. He's the British Bulldog after all, but he don't drive Mack. He likes Volvos, and he's driving a Kenworth, I believe, in his current playthrough. Hard to say. Guy's progressing really quickly. I never know where he's at, but he's giving YouTube a shot, giving it a run, so I'll have to drop a link so you can check out his YouTube, see his playthrough of what he's got going on. Maybe give him a follow, tell him to be more talkative, you know, all that good stuff. He loves being called posh. If you go over there, say, hey, Rasher says you're posh, and drop a comment on his video, let him know you love him. So that would be very much appreciated. So where the hell are we at now? We're cruising along. We've gone a couple 100 miles. We doing all right? You know, it would be very easy to get into like a Peterbilt or a Kenworth or another truck and get like 600 horsepower engine and 18 gears for shifting. And I like having the challenge of having like an old truck. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles and the horsepower of the newer trucks. God, it's so much fun to drive. I mean, it's easy to drive. You know, it's pretty much set up exactly how you would. I would like the mirrors to be in a different spot, and if I could adjust those, would be great. But otherwise, I'm happy with this old truck. You know, I'd like to see more mods as well. I know there's a couple, like there's a cab over Kenworth that we could add in that would be pretty cool. I know I've messed around with that one a little bit. It was a fun mod. I don't know much about cab overs other than they were real big during like the 70s. Became really popular in the United States, but they were very cramped, I guess, and you'd get hot because the engine sits right below you in the cab, and didn't have like the room of a full sleeper or anything like that. So they fell out of style almost as fast as they came into style. Whereas I believe in the UK and Europe in general, they use a cab over instead of like these long nose trucks that you have in the US, which, you know, I call them trucks because that's what they are, good trucks. You don't have that over there because I believe their regulations are from nose to tail, or from the front to the back, bumper to bumper. Can't go over a certain length, I believe is why you usually have a cab over truck over there, so that way they can actually tow longer trailers, so you got more cargo being hauled. And I think in the United States it's more of a weight kind of thing than it is a length thing. So, but maybe Dave wants to play with like a cab over or something, and since he's living that Kenworth, you know, maybe bring in a Kenworth cab over. I think I found a Freightliner one as well. I don't know. I mean, I like seeing different trucks, and some of my favorites, I would like to see the Kenworth 900A from Smokey and the Bandit, which I could get the mod and bring it in. It's not on the Steam Workshop, but I know a guy that created one, and it looks really good. But I mean, it's kind of nice seeing like these classic trucks on the road versus always seeing all the new ones. And you don't always see the classic truck, so it kind of fits as well. So you know there's a guy out there that's like, I'm running, you know, Grandpa's Mac, and I took the time to rebuild the motor, and I'm just starting out in my owner-operator trucking career, you know, and so you got that. Or, you know, you found, you know, Dad's Freightliner cab over, and you know, decided that you're going to take up the reins of the family business. And I mean, there's so many things you could do, but I don't know. I like that idea. I know more mods, more problems, but that was one of the things with the series that I really wanted to push for, was to make sure that I could use this old Mac. And I thought it came with the bobbleheads and the cats and the dogs, and And then I check later, and it doesn't, but that's okay. Spokane! Alright, Spoken. But we'll see, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe if we yell at Brenny, or you yell at Scotsman, or you yell at Dave, and be like, hey, we want to see different trucks. We don't want to see all the new stuff. We want to see some old stuff, you know? Maybe we'll do some collabs together, get us in there, not just do like a stream where we're doing a long haul or anything like that, but perhaps, you know, maybe we like all get together and we're running and talking on the CBs. I know there's a button for a CB somewhere, and we could all be cruising around and yelling at each other through the CBs, or just get us all into Discord and talk or something. I don't know, tell stories, shoot the shit while we're cruising around. Don't even have to do a convoy necessarily, but just be in there shooting the shit, talking. And maybe we're all heading to the same state, different state, popping in and running with each other for a little while, and then the guy pulls off onto the whatever exit while they're heading south and the other guy's heading east, or whatever direction. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Could be something we could do. Shoot the shit that way. I know Dave and Brenny been running together quite a bit, which good for Dave. Good for Dave. Gets that exposure from Brenny, you know. But nah, Gold Mining Simulator leaderboards are getting ready to wrap up soon, and we're gonna need something to do to kill that time between leaderboards. We talked about doing like a fishing North Atlantic competition kind of thing. Maybe we'll do a little bit of that. Ships at sea, nobody's really doing anything with that. Maybe we can talk Brenny and a couple others into a multiplayer playthrough bullshit. Who knows what the hell's gonna happen kind of thing. Ooh, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. That was a quick step and a hop, and we're here already from Washington to Idaho, just like that. So, bed's filling up. I don't know. We're gonna push it. I'll keep an eye out for a bed, something, so we can get rested. But it's not anything that I'm looking to do. But I mean, it's the one right there. But I don't know. I would like to push it as far as I can, so that way once we wake up, it's just straight drive. No need to stop or rest again. So we're gonna push it as far as we can. Eventually, we're gonna be running low on fuel as well, so we're gonna have to look for a fuel station and a bed. Fuel station and a bed pretty soon. So yeah, if you got any ideas, stuff you'd like to see, I do mostly simulator stuff, you know, Car Mechanic Simulator, American Truck Simulator. We've got a few other things. I know Indie Ninja Gaming, or Gamer, depending on which platform you're watching, is planning on doing like an ARK series. Maybe I'll do some ARK playing around as well. I do enjoy ARK. It's been a while since I played it. But, whoa, fucking Dominoes, what are you doing? Damn, motherfucker, I almost shoved a breadstick clean up your ass. Sorry, ambulance, I got places to go, people to see. But anyways, yeah, doing some ARK, you know, maybe we'll do some ARK, mess around with that. We're going to play, Indy's going to set some rules still, but we'll be messing around with that probably. I enjoyed it. I would like to do another playthrough of Ragnarok. I just enjoyed breeding RGs and setting up by the redwoods, and there's so much things you could do. I really did enjoy that. Fucking wyverns. Holy shit, the wyverns. But I don't know if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. But yeah, normally I do a simulator. Do simulators. Enjoy doing simulators. Maybe do some farm simming. But yeah, we do been toying with the idea. I mean, would you like to see a couple of Americans cruising around in Euro Truck Simulator? Euro Truck Simulator? I don't know what happened there. My voice decided to shit itself. But, yeah. Americans in London or something like that. American truckers in London. Aw, shit. I'll tell you what, though. I'll be bringing this Mac if I do. So you'll have the Mac truck cruising around in Europe doing Europe shit. So, see how well that goes, you know. Maybe that'd be something you'd want to see. Call it that. You are running out of fuel. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm looking for fuel, and I'm looking for fuel. Well, it looks like there's a place to sleep up ahead. Fuel is kind of my priority, and I hope I don't fuck up and have to actually get towed to fuel. I don't see fuel. All right, let's take a look at the navigation. Navigation. All right, where are we at? Zoom out a little bit. We're there, just down the road. Yeah, we need fuel. We need fuel. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me that which I desire. Ooh. All right. Let's hope we can make it. We'll grab some fuel. We'll grab a bed. Ready to roll. Ready to roll out. Finish this trip. I only have like 140 gallon tanks. That's what came stock on this thing. So we still have plenty of upgrades to do to the truck. So I just got to get used to the fuel mileage. Because I don't have a handy little gauge like I do in the Peterbilt. It tells me, hey, you're almost out of fuel. I mean, I have a gauge off to the right there next to the navigation. Next to that little red light. It says, hey, this is your fuel gauge. Don't run out of fuel. So, but I guess we're running low. If that little red light came on and says you need to get fuel, but it's okay. We're almost there. I think we could pull it off. Wait, no, fuck off, way station. I'm gonna run out of fuel, and I can't even figure out how to get to you, stupid thing. Well, good luck, everybody else. Stupid ass way station. Where the hell? Stop the truck at the scales ahead. Well, I'm gonna stop. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to go. Alright, have a safe journey. I'm working on it. If you guys would quit fucking with me. I don't see anyone coming, so we're gonna fucking go. I guess we're going this way. And we need to cut across all lanes of traffic so we can hit this next exit. So we can get fuel. Whoop, almost fiddle fucked around. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, we got a stop sign ahead. Yeah, no, normally I'm a streamer. Videos is not normally my thing, you know, filling content, rambling and talking to myself. It's not something I normally do. Normally I have people to bounce stuff off of, you know. I have a live chat. I got feedback coming in, you know, almost instantly. So this is something kind of new to me, in a way. I mean, I did do videos a while back, and I still do. I do like GMS videos, but I don't usually talk in them, like Gold Mine Simulator stuff. So, but Typically, it's just, you know, how to help videos or tutorials and things like that. But where I'm just doing a series where we're just a trucking down the road, you know. Don't normally do that. So let's see, that's where the trucks are sleeping. That's where the fuel is happening. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. So let's grab some fuel. And then we'll get the other stuff figured out and whatnot. Urge. Alright, let's stop the engine. Let's fill it up. $3.43 a gallon. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, 140 gallon tank. Whew, we're down to about 10 gallons. Son of a gun. Alright. Now let's get parked up. Let's get some sleep. Always spooks the hell out of me when that happens. Can I... You'll make me back in? I don't really want to back it in, you know. Of course, I'm going to sleep when the sun comes up, because reasons. Alright, let's reverse it. Turn it sharp. I don't know. How are we doing on this side? I would say I did a pretty damn good job there. Alright, let's shut her down. Get some shut-eye. What the hell was that? Oh. Yeah, I had to pay a loan. $1,800. I don't remember what the loan amount was. I want to say it was a pretty penny. But, went ahead and took a loan so we could get the truck. Get some upgrades done to it. Nothing too crazy, you know. But, yeah, we gotta pay like $1,800 a day for this dang loan. So I want to get it paid off relatively quickly. I want to get back into the positive in this game, you know. So we need to get a couple big jobs, go from there. Since we're owner-operators, I haven't even looked at expanding the garage or hiring other drivers. Mostly, I just want to pay off this damn loan. So... Alright, looks like we got 8 hours of driving, 9 hours of driving left, and then we're done with this trip. So... off and going, here we go. $500 miles. Well, I would drive 500 miles, and I would drive 500 more. That's for you, Wolverstein. Much love, much love. Alright. I'll drop this down a little bit. Just so that way we can hide that, see the other mirror, you know. It's not like we really need it, but we can see it. I mean, mirrors are a godsend in this game, I tell you. They really are. It's great. Alright. Look at that sky. Look at them clouds. Woo-wee. So I'm from like 4 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. So we're going to come rolling in at like, I don't know, midnight, something like that. Midnight 30 it says. So let's get that hammer down and pick up some speed, you know, make up some time. I know we're pretty much just doing our thing here. Doing our thing, cruising along. That's a power plant. Look at that. Zoom. Go cruising by. Cruising and cruising. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Last I knew, we were in Idaho. I think we're heading to Wyoming. So maybe we might be in Montana soon. Go through Montana, down to Wyoming. Yeah. Pivot. So we on the I-90. It's supposed to be doing 70. This thing's barely pulling. But I mean, it's 70,000 pounds with a little motor. It's gonna take a little bit to get going. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Alright. Looks like there's some kind of a workshop there. Maybe there was some. Could have stopped there, said hi. Some kind of big city. I mean, I'm giving her hell. There's only so much I can do. Like I said, old truck, people. It's an old truck. Go flying by in your new rigs. But when she's all done up, she's going to be looking pretty. She's going to be pretty. I love this truck. We're going to have it all decked out. As I say, you ain't shit if your chrome don't shine. It's going to have chrome on there. It's going to be a good time, Tater. It's going to be a good time. All right, car, you better get going or you're going to have a truck in your back seat. There you go. There you go. Pick it up now. Trying up there a little bit more there. Whatever. We'll set the cruise there. 66, 67. That's good enough for me. We'll make it work. I guess we're going over because they can't figure out how to drive. Apparently they do the speed limit and we don't. Oh, they're leaving. Okay. Yeah, we'll get back over in this lane then. Alright, 400 miles. 420. Got a lot of pine trees, fir trees, shit like that. So we must be getting close to like the mountains. Getting close in elevation. Elevation going up. We gotta be in like Montana or something, or heading that way. Zoom. We be zooming. See if we can pick up a little bit more speed here. 68, 69. Good enough for me. I'm not going to argue with it. Pick up a couple extra miles per hour. I'll take it. I don't know if this truck can maintain it, but we'll take it. Oh, man. Yeah, we hitting some mountains now, boys. She bogging down. We got this, though. We got this. We going. We going. Look at that river. That's a river. Bogging and bogging. We doing alright. We doing alright. Up the hill we go. Up the hill we go. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, she a good truck. She a good truck. Oh yeah, we're gonna make her sparkle with the paint job. I'm thinking like stripes and purple, and I like purple. I don't know, maybe like a purple metallic would be cool. We'll see. We'll see. We're getting there though. Thinking too far ahead. We need to just, you know, look at the here and now. Let's get this loan paid off and go from there, you know. Alright, I guess we leveled off, got to a plateau or something. Starting to gain speed again. Billings, alright, Billings. I saw that part of it. So, we're going straight through. No Idaho Falls. Nope, we ain't going to Idaho Falls. We just gonna keep on cruising. Boot. We're going to Boot. Alright. They say Montana's the big sky country, and like I said, we visited friends that lived over that way, and you know, I really did like it over there. It was a lot of fun hanging out there. Trying to think of where it was, 'cause we went through Whitefish, and I'm not sure where we were. Close to Whitefish over in that area. I remember driving through, I'm like, why the hell would you name a city Whitefish, you know, as a kid? But I remember we had our pellet guns with us, and we was out hunting and didn't get anything, but, you know, we was hunting. There was a little wooded area that we were running around on the property, and it was, wasn't bad, it wasn't bad. But yeah, Montana, I've heard a lot of things about Montana. Like Montana, you can drive earlier than other states, get your license early or something. I remember that was a big deal, because we're like, man, we have to wait till we're 16 or like 14 or something. You can get it. Butte. We discovered Butte. Booty, Montana. But yeah, you get your license earlier than other states. They do a lot more school vacations. So like when it was hunting season, school would close for a week for like hunting season, and then when it was ice fishing season, go out and ice fish on the lakes. You get to get out of school for that. And, I mean, I don't know if it was true, and we're talking, you know, 25 years ago or something. And so, I mean, I'm not even sure if that was truth or not, but that's what I remember hearing as a kid, was that that's all the good things about Montana. Something about being able to go into bars earlier as well. I don't know if that was just being a rural thing or if it was just Montana in general, and they also used to have a highway in Montana with no speed limit. I remember that being a thing, because we're like, oh man, we can get super fast cars and we can drive as fast as we want because there's no speed limit on there. And I think they have speed limits now on the highway that I'm thinking of, but I don't know. I mean, Bernie drove around over there. Maybe he could let me know for sure. I'll have to ask Bernie. or maybe just Google it, because, you know, there is something called the internet. Oh. But, yeah, Montana was great, because we went through there, and stopped at like an antique store during that family trip, and I remember a double barrel shotgun that they had mounted up on the wall, and that thing was like 6 foot long. I was like, damn, that's a shotgun. And we asked them what size, because it was a massive shotgun, and apparently it was an 8-gauge shotgun, and I didn't know they had an 8-gauge, because at that time when I was a kid, you know, it was like 12 gauge is the biggest shotgun that I'd ever seen. And you know, I knew an 8 gauge or a 12 gauge was a thing. I knew that the 16 gauge was the thing. I knew a 20 gauge was a thing, and I had a 410 gauge myself, but I did not know about an 8 gauge. And I remember going like, one of these days I might have to get me an 8 gauge. And if I did, I mean, where the hell am I going to get ammo for an 8 gauge shotgun? Like, I'd have to do reloads and probably special order that shit. So maybe it's a good thing I never did get an 8 gauge shotgun. Like, what, you can't really go like hunting with it. Like, I don't know if it would be legal. And if you did, what would you hunt with an 8 gauge? I mean, you got so many pellets coming out of there. Whatever bird you shoot's going to be hamburger. I mean, and you can't even eat the hamburger because you got pellets all up in it. So, like, that's probably not a thing. And then if you use like slugs on that thing, I mean, damn, that's like a 50 cal. Well, it'll be bigger than that, because the 12 gauge is like a 69 caliber. And so it'd be, I mean, it's fucking, that's crazy. Crazy, man, I tell you, crazy. But I just remember as a kid, I'm like, 8 gauge, I want that. That'll put a hole in a fucking brick wall. But yeah. I guess as I've grown older and more frugal with my money, Captain Smelly Gold frugal, thank you for the word, sir. Yeah, I mean, 8 gauge ammo would be crazy, and I wouldn't want to shoot it. I wouldn't want anybody else to shoot it, 'cause it's going to cost me $15 a round, you know, and I ain't got that kind of money. Like, double barrel, you fire that at both times, I mean, are you going to have a shoulder left? Like, I don't know. It was crazy. It was crazy. But it was a good trip. I enjoyed it over to Montana. And the next time I think I went through Montana, I don't even know if I went through Montana or not. I took a Greyhound bus to Bentonville, Arkansas one time from Oregon. And that was a trip, I tell you. That was a trip. I need to, maybe I'll look back, see if I can find that old bus ticket that I had with all the layovers and whatnot that I ended up going to. Maybe we could like do a playthrough where we just drive. Maybe put a mod in or something like that, and I'd be the bus driver this time. You know, we drive a bus from like Eugene, Oregon to Bentonville, Arkansas, and then we go the route that I took on the Greyhound. And then it'd be a whole trip. It'd be like 2,400 miles altogether. So it might be like a multi-part series. You know, it'd probably be about 3-4 videos, something like that. But it might be fun to go recreate that little trip that I did all them years ago. So I have to get the Arkansas DLC, but coming over. Move. Fire truck, what are you doing on the freeway? Like, you need to go put out fires or something. We're down to our last 200 miles. 200 miles. We're coming up on. I think we went to Wyoming on that trip. We didn't go through like Yellowstone National Park or any of that kind of stuff, but we ended up going there. We stopped at a store selling a bunch of jerky. We got some elk jerky and we got some buffalo jerky. And we brought the family wiener dog with us. And she was this dapple wiener dog named Abby. That fucking dog ate everything. Like, I don't know what it is with wiener dogs, but they're fucking troublemakers. Like that dog, okay. So that dog was expensive because of the vet bills, not because we had to get a purebred, registered, whatever dog that was a dapple and all these special things and whatnot. No, this damn dog ate like an entire bottle of Tums, and we had to go get her stomach pumped. And like, I got a bunch of money for my birthday one year, and that dog ate the fucking money. Like, we just found little corners of the money left in her damn kennel. She ate it all. But we brought her on this trip, and we bought like 2 pounds each of elk jerky and buffalo jerky. And we decided to stop at a roadside little mini golf. I don't know what it would be, a little mini golf course, entertainment park. I don't know, amusement park, I guess. So we were playing mini golf, and we left her in the van. And she ate like 2 pounds of jerky. That fucking dog, like, it literally looked like a balloon. She was just so fucking big around after eating all this damn jerky. And then giving her water. But yeah, that fucking dog, I was like, Jesus Christ, you know. My stepmom thought she was going to die because she ate so much of that damn jerky. And it's not like we could go to a vet. Like, we were on vacation, fixed income, all that. We didn't even have insurance on us as kids. There were eight kids in my family. We didn't have health insurance, okay? If you got hurt, you know, it was all right. Well, what can we do to fix it? You know, like spit on it and rub some dirt in it, or, you know, maybe tie a stick to it, make a splint. But yeah, so this dog, you know, ate all that. There was no stop at the vet. It was like, well, dog, you better poop. That's the only solution for you. And that fucking dog lived to be ancient. She was an old ass dog before she passed away. But yeah, she fucking ate everything. God, that dog. But yeah, no, she was a good dog. But man, she fucking ate everything. Everything. But yeah, no, I know we were bad dog parents and all that kind of stuff. Leaving dog in the van while we decided to go do mini golf and all that kind of stuff. But wasn't like, you know, the windows were up or anything like that. It was windows were down, and since she was a wiener dog, you know, it wasn't like she'd get out of it. And we would go check on her and give her water. I think we did mini golf for like an hour or something like that. And it seemed like every 15 minutes my stepmom would go check on her. And that's how we ended up finding out that she ate the fucking jerky. Was in one of the checkout points where we went there. She was in the bag with the jerky, just having a heyday. So that dog was not overheated. That dog was not neglected. That dog was a fucking pain in the ass is what it was. So alright. Time to take a new road. Hell yeah, finally. Something new and different, Let's start slowing down a little bit. Take the exit here. That's funny now, you know, that's how my parents were, and they've got freaking 4 or 5 wiener dogs now and whatnot, but like, we got our little fart factory, Maggie, this little Frenchman, this little French bulldog crossed with a Boston Terrier. I guess it's a fashion dog. I don't know how it could be fashioned. Like, you know, if you ever seen any of those breeds, like, they snore like a fucking human being and pass gas like it's, yeah, I'm not gonna make that joke. But anyways, yeah, they got some freaking deadly gas. But no, we don't want to take her anywhere. Laurel, what good deal. I'm glad I discovered Laurel. I don't think I would have found it any other way. But we don't take her with. We don't want to leave her in the car. Hell, we didn't even want to leave her in a damn like a crate or a kennel or any of that kind of stuff when we went on the trip with Bernie. Like, that was just something we're like, no, 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 no. We'll have people come over and babysit and check her out and let her out and all that kind of stuff. We don't want to be bad parents. So she's a spoiled little shit. Fucking fart factory. But yeah. They're closing in last 2 hours. We're looking at 93 miles. So it's been a trip. You know, I figured I'm going to have to look at the timing. I want to make smaller videos. If I can keep it in about a half hour or so, that would be great. If you like the longer format video, let me know. I might not be able to talk as much. I'll run out of content or something, or who knows, maybe I'll have a bunch of fucking stories. Just random stories to talk about. Random shit and things and stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to keep it down to a smaller format. Maybe either smaller trips, or we're going to do... maybe I'll stop off at a rest area or something, and then that's where we'll call it an episode, and we'll continue on, you know, and try to keep it that way. But you let me know what you're thinking, you know. Do you like this longer video? It's probably about an hour, probably more than an hour intro video, but that was for 900 miles, so we got to keep it like maybe like a 300-mile trip, something like that. Maybe just across the border, state borders, things like that. Good, yeah, this is definitely a lot longer than I expected to go on. I just got to talking, got to drive, and lost track of time. So... and I'm not going to cut this up. This will just be one long-ass episode, and if you manage to stick through it and all the way to the end, I very much appreciate you. You're the bestest. And, yeah, we'll go from there. But, you know, given all the shout-outs, we got a Wolverstein shout-out in there. We got a Captain Smelly Gold with the word frugal. We talked about Indy and his ARC server that we're going to be probably doing during the off-season for GMS. I got Mr. Bernie J. Really? I have to go get inspected? Again? Man, fucking stupid ass thing. Okay. But we got a Bernie J. We got a Big D. Yeah, we do got a Big D. Big Dave. Big old Dave. Check him out on the YouTube side. And then we also have Scotsman. Good old Scotsman. So, all the shout outs for all them folks. We're having a good time doing this. I'm enjoying their company. And it's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. I'm almost out of fuel again. Fuck it, let's sleep while we're here, you know. Let's get out of the way. I'll pull in and take up all the freaking room because I'm a jackass and it's all about me, 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 me. Alright. They expect a delivery real soon. Well, hopefully we fucking make it in time at this point. You know, hopefully they make it. We got 60 miles. Let's do it. So, I don't know how much time we got left. What time is it? Time remaining. Potatoes. 0. Well, shit. Probably shouldn't have slept. Here I was trying to make it daylight so y'all could see what I did, but maybe I done messed up and I'm not gonna make all the money that I was supposed to make on that trip. Probably get a docking on our money. I guess we'll find out. I've never been late for a delivery before, so this is This is gonna be new. Gonna be new. But, oh well. You live, you learn. Live, love, laugh, happiness, all that fucking shit, you know. Things and stuff for the reasons. Yeah, drop to 30 mile an hour. Give me a fucking speeding ticket, why don't you? Who the hell puts a town in the middle of a street, you know? I don't know if there's a stop sign back there or not, but good luck everybody else. I'm supposed to be delivering taters right now, okay? Taters from Portland, which is kind of weird. You'd think it'd be from, like, Idaho. But these are some Portland potatoes. Portland taters coming your way. I think we hauled some of those at one point. I remember there was a... I think it was a stream that we did. We hauled a bunch of pipe. It was probably the one I did with Dave and Scotsman. We delivered some pipe. It's from like Coos Bay to Texas or some shit. New Mexico? Arizona? I don't know. One of them there states we done did the thing too. But, yeah, I remember hauling pipes. Come on. Got 38 miles. We're right there. Don't dock us too bad. It's not like we're days late. We're only hours late. Like, come on now. I understand. I understand. Shit happens, okay? Shit happens. I'm trying to stream here. Well, make a video. People like seeing what the hell's going on, so I can't be delivering in the middle of the night, alright? You understand, right? You don't want to be there at midnight anyways to get taters. You know, you'd rather be there during normal business hours to get your taters. That's the thing. Like, these people want their shit at midnight. What the hell? No. No, 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 no. We ain't doing that shit. And if I had the ability to skip time, like set it kind of like, oh, I want to sleep for fucking 6 hours, you know. That way it's not like I'm sleeping for 12. It would be a great thing to add, you know. Really, it would. But we're almost there. We almost got our taters. We almost got our taters. Well, almost dropped off our taters. Move, move, move. Hit the brakes. Anyone coming? Fuck it. Let's go. "40 minutes to go 20 miles. I mean, I would think it would be, well, I don't know. I don't know. It takes a little while for us to get up to speed, so maybe it takes friggin' 40 minutes to go 20 miles? I don't know. We going, though. We going. You can pass me if you want. It's a passing lane. Wyoming, a freaking desert, man. I thought it was like plains. Is plains a desert? I don't know. Like, I always thought plains were like grass and shit, you know. You think about playing that Oregon Trail game, you get to the plains and you shoot the shit out of all the prairie dogs and buffaloes and deers and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, you shot 2 tons of meat. You could only carry back 200 pounds, you know, because we were such terrible children playing that game, you know. So, but yeah, that's how I always imagined it. Plains were like grass and fucking grass. This is flat with grass and then like sagebrush or something, like a few bushes here and there. Like, there's no trees. See, that's the whole thing. So back in the day on the plains, you didn't burn wood to stay warm because there aren't a whole lot of trees out there, right? Cody, Wyoming. Okay, look at that. This is where we need to be. So they didn't have wood, so what they would use is something called buffalo chips. If you don't know what a buffalo chip is, you don't eat it. What you would do is you would go out onto the plains and you would find buffalo shit, and it would be dried out in the sun, right? And that's your source of fuel. So you pick up like cow pies or buffalo pies, essentially, that are dried out discs of shit, and that's what you would burn in your campfire out there on the plains. So, some useless information for you. You know, don't know if it'll come in handy. Maybe it'll save your life one day. You know, you'd be like, hey, I ain't got no trees. I'm in the middle of BFE. There's some cows. And then you can go find cow shit and burn it, you know, and stay warm. And you'd be like, hey, that rasher guy taught me a thing. So, but probably not. Probably not. But if it does, you know, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm glad you're safe and that you survived on cow shit. So, all right, almost there. 3 miles, 16. Hopefully they're not pissed off. Are they pissed off? No, it just says time remaining 0. All right. Hopefully they're not too pissed off. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I've never been late on an order before, so this will be a first for me. You guys get to see him yell at me and all that. And I would like $2,200 because that pretty much pays for my fuel and rent payment or loan payment. And not make anything else but exactly that. So maybe I hosed myself with this loan. Maybe $1,800 is a little too much. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Looks like we can just go straight and turn. I don't have to. No, I'm not turning here. So yeah, we're going straight ahead. We're gonna keep going forward. Take us around to where we need to go. Which side do we need to be on, though? I guess that's the question. That's the $1 million question. What do we got here? What do we got here? Be on the right hand side. We're going to the Tarjay. All right. Well, I need to get over at some point, people, and eventually I'm gonna. So you just watch yourselves. I have my blinker to let you know I'm coming over. I won't change in the middle of an intersection, but after the intersection, y'all are on your own. So hopefully you're ready. Love the way this thing sounds. Absolutely great. They're going to be pissed at me because I'm late. And it's like, well, I hit every fucking stoplight in your goddamn town. Maybe that's why I'm late. Damn, takes you fucking hours to get through town. I was supposed to be there already, but no, every stoplight in the town is red. This is some bullshit. They dock me for this. I swear I'm going to get the fucking bailiff, whack him into pee-pee. It's like they got it set up. That's what it is. They're like, you don't make your delivery in 30 minutes or less, and it's free. And it's like, motherfucker, no, You have stoplights stopping that shit, and that ain't right, man. That is not right at all. That is dumb. Like, how many stoplights you need in this town? I mean, I don't know how big Cody, Wyoming is, but I mean, so far cruising through it, it's like, god damn. Every stoplight, every single flipping stoplight, you know? Can we not? Can we not? Outback Steakhouse. Come on. Alright, we're almost there. You know, fucking these lights, I swear. I swear. This is insane, man. Insane. Every freaking light. KFC. You know, I've never seen a green KFC sign, so that's a first. Oh, it's not green, it's black and red. KFC is like white and red. Why would it be black? I don't know. I don't know. Never saw that. It was always white and red for KFC. So the fact that it's black and red, that's weird. So we wrap around, and then we wrap around some more, and then we're at the Target. So we're almost there at the Target. Drop off this load of taters, and hopefully we get paid full price. That would be really great. If not, man, Target, I don't know. Alright, let's cut that corner a little sharp, Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there. Receiving. Alright, we're in the receiving area. Let's deliver this. Enter. Where do you need it? That's right. We're going to park that right where it needs to be. You know, I really figured this was going to be a little bit more difficult than what it was. I mean, maybe I'm talking too soon, but I mean, I really expected, you know, a much more difficult parking job. Alright. I'm not going to complain. I like them when they're pretty simple. Bonk. Alright. Let's drop her off. See what happens. Did we get in trouble? Did we do good? Late! Late penalty. It was 3 hours late. You know what? I'd have been on time if you didn't have all those red lights. That's what I'm blaming. $200. Ah, sure. Take the 200. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That works. That works. All right. Well, I guess that's good enough. Good enough place to stop as it was. It was a good trip. Good trip. And we got a lot done. Gonna do shorter formats in the future. That's for sure. So, anyways, I want to say thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following me on this here journey. We're going to keep putting out some more videos, things like that. And make sure you hit that like button. It does help a lot. Share it. Comment on it. I had a lot of questions throughout this entire video. So if you watch the whole thing, I appreciate you. And we'll catch you next time. Later.